Okay, we're here with Greta Wilkinson.
Yeah.
With Camp Sunshine, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about what Camp Sunshine is truly about.
Okay. All right, Camp Sunshine. We actually started that in 1991 when we realized that kids with burn injury have very low self-esteem and no support system and very poor family situations and family backgrounds. And so we decided we'd start a camp here in Arkansas. And it started with just two groups of firefighters, Little Rock, North Little Rock, and it's grown from there. And this is actually our 25th year. We now usually have about 45, 50 campers. All have gone through burn trauma and all at various stages of their healing. It's a very long road of healing. In fact, it never goes away because they're left with scars that are with them their whole lives. So we actually teach them to be proud of those scars and that those scars actually make them who they are. Not to give in to the scars, not to give in to the bullying, not to give in to the teasing, not to give in to the low self-esteem, but to have confidence and reach their goals. They all have goals and we just kind of help them reach those goals. And we actually now have, we've gone beyond Camp Sunshine. Camp Sunshine is basically for kids, little kids. We do a lot of fun stuff, kind of like what we're doing here today. But we now have a lot of big kids who started at camp about 15 years ago, so now they're all 15 plus, and they were feeling lost. They're growing into be adults, but they have no adults to guide them into that, to transition them into that. I mean, like with our kids, we teach them how to fill a resume out, we teach them how to do an application, we support them, we give them advice on how to have an interview, that kind of thing. These kids don't get that. So we've started doing that for them. So we now have what we call a young adult retreat for 16 years up to 23 years. And then at 23 years, we're hoping that they'll be mature enough to be a volunteer at camp or a counselor at camp.
That's awesome.
And so your support here actually not only supports the little kids, but actually supports these older kids too. And I talked to Brad last year, and so that is, this is mainly what your donations go to, are these older kids, these 15 to 23-year-old kids who come to camp 2 days before, and we do a lot of things with them. This year we did job application, we did mock interviews, we took them out for a nice meal and taught them how to behave in a nice restaurant, which of course they never get the chance to do. We took them to, I don't know if you've heard of it, Painting with a Twist, and the comments were that they'd never painted before, so they didn't think they could do it, but they all did it and they all drew a great picture. So now they know that, you know, if they think they can't do something, it doesn't mean you don't try. So now they know, and teaching them those things so that they grow into more mature and stable adults than maybe their family situation.
That's awesome as well. What do you think about the whole Jeep ride and the outdoor stuff?
Oh, I like it. I know that they do because I do. So, I mean, you know, how can you not like it, right?
That's right.
And today was awesome. I mean, last year was very dusty. We all had to wear masks and stuff, but this was nice in the rain. They got a little wet, but now they're all dry. They've all been fed and watered, and now they're going to go on a nice ride. So, I mean, that's awesome. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Greta.
Yeah, we thank you.
we'll get Mr. Chip eased over here. Make sure she's in park and switches off.
Mr. Hollywood, here at Camp Sunshine Ride. What do you think about all of it, sir?
It's one heck of a deal for these kids. It's heartbreaking to see this. Kills.
All right, we're here at Superlift Off-Road Park at Camp Sunshine with Knox Kendrick, the park manager. Knox, tell us a little bit about Camp Sunshine.
Well, we've been doing Camp Sunshine here at Hot Springs Off-Road Park for several years now, and Brad Holmesley is a great part of it. You know, he spends ungodly amount of time that just pulls it all together. I mean, he's probably already planning for next year. We have a good time. They, you know, put on a show for them past couple of years for it, and then now we're going to get ready to go back and have lunch and take them out on a good trail ride. They get just a nice feel of going off road, and they usually rank this the top 2, top 3 events in the year, so that they get to do.
All right, Knox, we sure do appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Kevin, you got one more shake at that when we get whatever they're unloading there. That's what's holding him back is that ice chest. He'll make it without that cooler in there. Y'all give it up for him. Woo! Man, oh man. Definitely no fear there.